5A state playoffs. We're here. Next is the national anthem. We'll go radio silence during the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we've watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
Nice round of applause in the national anthem. And the fireworks go off here at Gulf Shores Sports Complex. By the way, the stadium is not near the high school here. It's at the City Sports Complex.
Yeah.
And the 5A Charles Henderson Trojans from Troy, Alabama have traveled the 3 hours down the interstate to the Gulf Shores Dolphins. Wally, they're undefeated. Charles Henderson is what, 10-3?
10-3.
And what do you got here tonight? What's your keys to the game?
Neil, I'm giving it the 6-2-8 combo.
All right, tell us what the 6-2-8 is.
Number 6, contain Colin Wilson. That's their running back. He's got over 1,100 yards. Number 2, their 5-star wide receiver and also running back and athlete, Ronnie Royal. Baby, he's the real deal.
He can return a kick.
Number 8 is Judd Harris. Let me tell you, he's the quarterback.
Yep.
And that's why I said the 6-2-8. 6 is Colin, 2 is Ronnie, and 8 is Judd. He's a freshman. We got to have some containment on him. And I think if we rush him hard tonight in Jackson Jaws, I like our chances, Neil Armstrong.
I do too. I don't think Gulf Shores has seen anybody quite like Charles Henderson this year, but we're going to find out here in a minute. James, are you going to be able to make your way out to midfield for the coin toss?
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
Tell us about the field surface down there, James. Sideline reporter James Sparrow.
It's in good shape. Not too wet. It's a little dewy.
Gotcha.
But I don't think it's very slippery, so I think we're in good shape.
Gotcha. Captains for the Trojans tonight. Number 2, Jawan Boyd. 0, Zach Zarian Mack. Number 12, Noah Green. And what's that last number? 41?
44.
44 for the Trojans is Ty.
45.
45, excuse me. Jabari Seymour, captains for the Trojans tonight. When they go out to the middle for the coin toss, we will toss it down to James Sparrow. He'll try to get his microphone as close as he can to the white hat official. And, boy, we hope to have a good game here tonight. I'm going to tell you what, James and Wally, this may be just me, but this is for the South Championship. The South part of the bracket, this may be for the championship to see who goes to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
No, I was going to say I agree.
Yeah, I agree too, Neil. This is where it is. And I am almost certain that if we pull it out tonight, we're going to be there. And, hey, an old good friend of ours, old Coach Willie Collins, he came, I saw him today, and he told me if we win tonight, we will be in Tuscaloosa.
Willie Collins knows what he's talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm glad to hear that the field conditions are good, James. They've had some rain, more rain than we had in Troy down here in Gulf Shores over the last 5-6 days. So I'm glad to hear the field conditions are good. It is a muggy, cool night. It is muggy, and just like James Sparrow, the sideline reporter, said, the dew has already set on the field, and I can see it from here. It's a little slick, but the cleats ought to be just fine. Captains for the Gulf Shores Dolphins and the Charles Henderson Trojans will meet in the middle of the field. And Mr. James Sparrow, we'll throw it down to you, partner.
Go, guys.
I'm Dr. Harris. I'm going to be your referee. That's Mr. Timmerman. He's going to be your umpire this evening, okay? Charles Henderson, you're the visitors this evening. You get to call the coin toss, okay? I've got a coin with heads. It's got tails on it, okay? I'm going to toss it in the air. You're going to call it in the air. Call it loud enough for Mr. Timmerman and this captain to hear you. If they don't hear you or I drop it, we'll toss it again. Sound good? Call it loud in the air. Would you hear? And what do we have? Tails. Tails. You've won the coin toss and you want to defer until the second half. Yes, sir.
Gulf Shores won the toss. They're going to defer.
Gulf Shores has won the toss. Thank you, James. They deferred to the second half. That was perfect, James. Thank you for that information out there at midfield as the head official gave the instructions and did the coin toss. And Gulf Shores will kick from the north into the end zone to Charles Henderson on the south side of the end zone. So they'll be traveling from our right to our left, from south to north. Wally, we get the ball first.
Hey.
We've been scoring a bunch of points. We need to keep it going on this first drive.
Keep it going. Hey, baby, the popcorns are popping, the cheerleaders are cheering, the band's doing what?
Playing, baby.
Playing, baby. Friday night football in Southeast. Well, Gulf Coast.
If that don't
Gulf Coast, Alabama.
If that don't make the hair on the back of your neck stand up, nothing will.
Oh, yeah.
Friday Night Lights, baby. Let's get it on. It is a cool with a little breezy night, but it is humid.
Yeah, it is.
Here come the Trojans.
Hey, James, while we got a second, did you find out what association the umpires were from?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, that means he has not yet. He'll see what he can do. And here come the Gulf Shores Dolphins. I tell you what, I got to give them props for the pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
I like that. They're going to set the field on fire over there.
Neil, James, that's how I come into my living room every night, man.
Oh, yeah. Again, the Dolphins have not lost this year. They are 12-0. Last year, they sported a record of 11-2. They were 11-1 for a long time before they got ousted in the 5A playoffs. And this year, undefeated. Noted for their coaching staff who vacated South Alabama, the University of South Alabama, and now are all coaching at Gulf Shores High School. Again, Charles Henderson to get the ball first. Gulf Shores wins the coin toss. They deferred to the second half. Gulf Shores will kick it from the north end zone to the south, and that's where Jaiwan Boyd and Terrence Thomas will line up deep. Terrence Thomas closest to the camera, Jaiwan Boyd on the far side. Wally and James, what a way it would be to start with a huge return right out the gate.
If they kick this to Jaiwan Boy, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, me too, James. It is game time in Gulf Shores, Alabama, 0-0. Charles Henderson gets it first. Charles Henderson in all white, Gulf Shores black jerseys and aqua pants and helmets. Boyd gets it on about the 3, and here he comes. He's up past the 20, but good coverage that time by the aqua Gulf Shores Dolphins. They get Jaiwan really before he got his wheels going good.
Going to need a big night from our offensive lineman. Leading the pack, which is Benton Dunn, our leading center. Got to have big plays from our line tonight.
Parker Adams, starting quarterback for the Trojans. I
good to
see
see
number 6, Zion Grady, lined up at tight end on the left side, guys. Keep an eye on that, James. Before the first play's even run,
Yeah, you're going to get a false start on Zion.
false start.
That's what happens when you put a guy that normally plays defense.
Yeah.
I agree, James. That's all that could run through my mind right there.
That's all right. Hey,
1st and 15. Trojans now backed up to their 18-yard line. Going to hand it forward. This is Zach Coleman pushing the pile forward here. I think he got the penalty yardage back at the least, almost. He got about 4.5, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and Neil and James, Zach, and I mean, Zach's going to have a game of his life.
Yeah, number 15, Cameron Johnson checking in for Zion Grady. Yeah, we need a big game out of Zach Wally. You're exactly right.
it's good to see Zach back because he was nursing an ankle injury. They sat him out the first round, even though he could have went. So he's 100%.
Hope so, James.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
And with Antonio Frazier as well, who had a great game last week.
Noah Green in motion across
Auto
the face.
snap to
They
high.
give it to Coleman again. He's hit after about a 1-yard gain. Good defensive play that time by that front of the Gulf Shores Dolphins. No gain on the play. 3rd and 11.
No gain on the play. Actually, ball spotted at the 21-yard line.
Do you risk a pass right here, 3rd and long, deep in your own territory? It's got to be something safe. They got to throw it sideways, don't they, James?
Yeah, I was thinking a bubble of the Jawan
Yeah.
would be really good right here.
Yeah, just make sure it's a lateral instead of vertical. Timeout on the field. Coach Hambright wants to think it
No.
over. I think that
No, Gulf Shores took that.
Gulf Shores took
Yeah.
it. Okay. Not the biggest play in the game, but it is a big play. We'll take a break, too. We'll be right back. But first, we want to thank Trojans Mexican Restaurant in Troy, Alabama, Montezuma Mexican Restaurant in Andalusia, and El Chero Mexican Restaurant in Opp. And Miss Tony Salochi for sponsoring this replay on C Spire. We'll be right back. Third and 12, they actually gave Zach a loss of 1 yard on that second down play. So 3rd and 12 Trojans. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Zach Coleman off the right hip for Parker Adams. He does drop back to throw. They blitz, and we do try to throw it vertical. And it is intercepted. The ball was over Jawan Boyd's head by about 5 yards. And Gulf Shores with the first break of the night. Guys, we talked about it before the commercial break, before the timeout. Do we try to throw it vertical right there? And we did. And I don't know if it was a bad gamble, a good gamble. They wanted that first down, but it is a pass intercepted. First down, Dolphins. They'll be in Trojan territory at the Trojan 30-yard line. First big break goes to the Dolphins, Wally.
Yeah, it does. And we talked about this
Momentum.
this week. The turnover is going to be the big key to these games.
Yep. First and 10 Dolphins, and they do exactly what we did. They fought start from the left tackle, left tight end, and so they will be 1st and 15, just like the Trojans were.
Yeah. A lot of nerves right now, fellas.
Yeah, a lot of nerves on both teams. You're exactly right. At the least, that may have knocked them out of field goal range right there. That's a big 5 yards right there between the 30 and the 35. Shotgun formation. Quarterback has it coming around the right side. He's going to run. He's going
Yes,
down.
sir. Yes,
Number
sir.
14 for the Trojans, Jamal Downing, better known as Smoke, gets him for a 10-yard loss. Let's go 5-yard loss all the way back to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 20, Dolphins.
Yeah, Neil, like I said, he's a freshman quarterback named Judd Harris. I don't think he's going to see the speed he's going to see tonight on our defensive end and our blitz plays. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. And that's good that we can shake him up early.
Yeah, Downing with a big tackle right there. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. A little design quarterback draw. And he gets the penalty yardage back and the sack yardage back. It's going to be about 3rd and 8 coming up. That was a design quarterback draw right up the middle. They had our defensive front scrambling to the sideways run, and the quarterback faked it and kept it right up the middle.
Yeah. Big third down play for the Trojans.
3rd and 7, excuse me. I initially said 3rd and 8. It is 3rd and 7. Gulf Shores looks to the sidelines to get the play. Need a big play from the Trojan defense right here to force a long field goal or a pooch kick. They're going to run it off right tackle, and they get around and get the first down around the right side. Number 8 for the Trojans right there, Jalen Sudduth, was unable to contain the running back around that side. First down at the Trojans' 16-yard line. Wally, that's that run around the right side that has just been a thorn in our side all year. Run it around the right. Run it around the right.
Yeah, number 6, Colin Wilson for them. That's their go-to guy.
Sure. Timeout on the field again. The Whitehead official has officially stopped play, but has not signaled why. Is there a clock issue, James?
Yes, I believe so. I'm going to find out right now.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, guys, the play clock is out. It's going to be kept on the field.
Gotcha. Play clock issue. Gotcha. Thank you, James. Back to the action. 1st and 10 from the Trojan. 16 yards on a little option play. And we run him out way back at about the 15-yard line. Gain of 3 or 4. Little old school option play around the right side. I like it, guys.
Gulf Shores really doing a good job of setting the edge with number 74 and 64 on this side.
2nd and 5.
I gave him 2 or 3. He got 5. I thought he stepped out before that. Maybe I just didn't see it correctly. 2nd and 5 from the Trojan 12. They're definitely in field goal range now. Handoff right up the middle. A host of Trojans grab around his waist. 3 or 4 Trojans. Getting off the pile, number 9, though, Brandon Givens. I think Brandon Givens was the initial one to grab him around the waist. 3rd and a long 3. 3rd and a long 3 for the Trojans. For the Gulf Shores Dolphins, excuse me. Trojans putting a little more beef in the middle.
Yeah, I see Benton Dunn coming in.
Handed off right middle.
Yes,
Benton Dunn got
sir.
it. And Benton Dunn, number 56, taking care of business right in the middle. Whipped his guy and got the running back before he got going.
Hey, James and Neil, that's a big stop right there.
No doubt.
Yeah,
Field.
after the turnover, you're just hoping to hold them to a field goal when they're in good field position.
Absolutely. Big time play from number 56, Benton Dunn right there. They put him in there for a reason, and he got his job done. 26-yard field goal. It is good. Gulf Shores is on the board first, 3-0 here in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I want to thank Tony Salucci with Trojans Mexican Restaurant in Troy, Montezuma Mexican Restaurant in Andalusia, and El Chero Mexican Restaurant in Opp for making this replay possible. We'll be right back. We're in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I'm Neil Armstrong. He's Wally Lowry. James Sparrow on the sidelines. This is a C-Spire performance here tonight. Gulf Shores on the board first. They lead our Trojans 3-0 after a short field. The interception by the Trojans. Kicking it all the way down, and that'll be a touchback. Automatic in high school. If the ball goes into the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. Jawan Boyd had his eyes on it, but it was 2 yards deep in the end zone. The Trojans will have it at the 20.
Yeah,
I really think that's what he was trying to do the last time. He just missed. 'Cause I can't believe they're going to kick to Jawan.
That's right,
well,
James.
Their kicker, Will Langston, he's an all-state kicker for Gulf Shores. This is the second year, kind of like our guy, Nick Pearson.
Yep.
He's a good kicker, good field goal, and good punter.
1st and 10 Trojans. They trail 3-0 here. 7:23 first quarter. Parker Adams looks to the sideline to get the play. One wide out to the left. A multiple set of tight ends, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Hand off. This is number 20. Antonio Frazier on the carry. He wanted it off left guard, bounced it outside left tackle, and got what he could, and that was about 2.
Gain 2 brings up 2nd and 8 for the Trojans.
The smoke here from the fireworks kind of lingers a little bit after they fire them off, but I like the fireworks.
Yes, if the atmosphere was a little heavier, it'd have been a mess.
Thought maybe Gulf Shores might have hit the neutral zone on that fake blitz, but obviously he didn't. No flag. Handoff again. This is Frazier. He makes his cut right at the tackle, gets north and south pretty quick. Give him 2, maybe 3 more. 3rd and 5 is going to be the play from the 25. Trojans have thrown 1 pass in the game, and it was an interception.
3rd and 6 for the Trojans.
Long 5, maybe 6. 3rd down for the Trojans. They trail 3-0. 6:10 left first quarter. Adams looking to throw again. Good pressure from Gulf Shores. He fires it. Boyd's got it. A leaping grab by Jawan Boyd at the 35-yard line, and the Trojans have their first down of the night. Maybe they can get off and cook it now.
I tell you what, James, you probably had a better view than me, but Zamir Taffy and Sterling Sharp, great blocks to give protection. Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Gulf Shores rushed 4, but those 4 were starting to get penetration, and those offensive linemen just held their own.
And the throw might have seemed a little high, but he put it where only Jawan was going to catch it. So if he misses it, it goes over his head, nobody hurt.
Good deal. You're right. Another big set. 4 tight ends. Jawan Boyd, let's call him an H-back off the right tight end.
Down to 6 seconds. Another high snap.
Quick throw. Boyd's got it. Flag on the field on that side.
I think we're probably going to get a legal formation, possibly. Okay. I'm not sure. That looked a little funny, but we'll see.
Okay. Maybe a covered receiver over there?
No, we got holding.
Okay.
It's holding against us. I think he said number 4, so Zach.
Holding against the Trojans. That'll nullify the catch and the run from Parker Adams to Jawan Boyd off the right side. Not like he got a lot of yardage, but it was a 1.5 yard, 2-yard gain, but 10 yards backwards. And the Trojans do get to replay first down. Go ahead, James.
Jawan's a little gimpy right now. He got a little twisted on that.
I got you. Maybe he's okay.
And we've had some high snaps, James.
3 wide receivers on the left side. I'll call Noah Green a wide receiver. He's lined up in the middle on the left side over here. He's a tight end body if I've ever seen a tight end body.
Another high snap.
Adams throws it in the flats.
Oh, that's some interference
and
there,
they call
buddy.
it. And the officials all over it, Wally. He did bump him early. Pass intended for Cedric Brown, number 40 in the flats, and number 20 for Gulf Shores. He just flat out got there too early.
Yes.
Wally, I thought you were talking about high snaps. I thought maybe the dew on the grass was making a wet, but let me tell you what, our ball boy over here, Hayes West, has got a towel. He's keeping them dry. He's running them in and out, doing a good job.
Guys, this is one of these special situations where just about 99% of the time a pass interference will get you a first down. It does not, because we were first in, 18 or so? Oh, it was enough for a first down. It was enough for a first down. Okay, good deal.
Pass interference, 15 yards.
It's 15 yards. Yeah. It was not automatic first down is what I was getting at. Not in high school. But I mean, the bulk of the time pass interference is enough yards to get you a first down. That time it was just by the skin of the teeth. I personally thought it was like 1st and 18 after they marked off that holding call. Maybe I'm wrong, James.
No, you're right. He stepped off a little too far.
Okay.
They're coming back a little bit.
I got you. Hey, I hopefully remember where to put the chains. It should be, by my Charles Henderson High School math, it ought to be about 1st and 3. I think it was 1st and 18, wasn't it? All right, let's call it 1st and 6.
But they have a clip on the chain.
Well, they moved them. They'd already moved everything. We'll take it. Pass interference, 15 yards, replay first down. Handoff up the middle, number 20, Antonio Frazier.
Pull it up, baby.
Antonio made a guy
That's
miss
what I'm
in the
talking
backfield.
about.
And then
Oh, that's a
Scamper,
late
that's
hit.
going to be a late
That's
hit.
a late hit.
He got it. Flag is down. Antonio Frazier looked off guard again. Didn't see what he liked.
We got a flag on this side of the field.
Antonio Frazier bounced it way to the outside, got about 15 around the left side, and Gulf Shores hits him clearly out of bounds. I mean, that was borderline like flagrant out of bounds, James. That was like coach might take him out of the game out of
Yeah.
bounds.
The whole sideline jumped in front of me as he was running, so I couldn't see. I knew he got hit, but I didn't know how late it was.
All right. Anyway, Frazier around the left side got enough yardage for the first down, and then they'll tack on 15 more. Trojans now in Dolphin territory at the Dolphin 36-yard line. The Trojans now got this offense cooking a little bit.
This is where I go deep right here. Just go ahead and sting them.
Twins to the top. Tied in off the left. Antonio Frazier in the game off the right hip. Fakes it to Frazier. Throws it in the flats. He's picked off. The defensive back steps in front of the Charles Henderson receiver, and it'll be a pick six. I mean, he read that perfectly. He read it perfectly.
Yeah, that's Romy Royal, number 2.
That's their guy.
That's their guy.
Yep.
And
he jumped the route, Wally. I mean, he jumped it and broke in front of all the Charles Henderson receivers, and it was a 63-yard pick six for Gulf Shores. Nine to nothing with 3:59 left first quarter. Gulf Shores on the board again. A la 2 interceptions from the Trojans, we'll say. Extra point try for the Dolphins with 3:59 left in the first quarter. Trojans have been behind before this year and made good comebacks. Want to thank Trojans Mexican Grill in Troy, Alabama, the Montezuma Mexican Restaurant in Andalusia, and El Chero Mexican Restaurant in Op, and Miss Tony Solochi for sponsoring this Charles Henderson football replay on C-Spire. We'll be right back. Back to action.
Yeah, Neil, we back, baby. It's 10 to nothing, but hey, we've been down before, though, brother.
We have, and all the breaks so far have gone Gulf Shores' way in this first quarter, and that's what you hope for when you host a playoff game, is that you get the breaks and the momentums and all. Charles Henderson's just got to weather the storm, don't they, James? That'll be a penalty. Charles Henderson to get good yardage out of this at 35. Go ahead, James.
Well, I was just agreeing with you, and the thing is you're still in the first quarter. Yeah, you're down 10 to nothing, but it's still the first quarter. A lot of game left.
A lot of game
keep
left.
your heads up.
Sometimes when you go on the road, things can get a little sideways early, and you just got to weather that. You gotta turn on the windshield wipers and get through the storm. Trojans have it first down at the 35. They trail 10 to nothing, 3:59 left first quarter. Power set here, 2 tight ends. Bad snap over the head. Adams gets it, takes a knee. Big loss on the play. Wally, you said we've had some high snaps, and that time it bit us.
Yeah, it's I'd say probably 90% of the snaps, and James is probably correct that the dew on the ground is making that happen.
Second and right at 20. Hey, we had first and 20, and we overcame that. Let's get it back. 3 wide receivers to the left. Jawan Boyd all alone at the top. Mr. Royals got him 1-on-1. There's a safety over the top. Adams gets a snap. Fires it in way high to Jawan, and that one just got away from Parker's hands a little bit. Slipped out of his hands. And maybe, just maybe.
Jawan broke the route off, so miscommunication by one of them. I'm not sure which one.
Gotcha. What we don't need is for Parker to get a little gun shy on trying to throw those passes to Jawan with Mr. Royal, who's committed to the Louisville Cardinals, covering him. We need Parker to be confident and still try to stick that baby in there like we know he can. 3rd and 20, Trojans. Zach Coleman in the game now, off the right hip of the quarterback. Pressure from Gulf Shores. They flush Parker out to his right. He's looking. He's got Cedric Brown in the flats, and he just overshoots him. Cedric Brown, number 40, big yardage. All he had to do was catch it and turn it up, and he would have been really close to first down yardage. But Adams on the run was unable to connect with him, just overshot him just a little bit, and the Trojans will have to punt it away.
Yeah.
We need a big one from Nick right here. We call on Nick a lot in these tight games. We always say, boy, we need Nick to flip the field. Boy, we need Nick to flip the field. Well, Nick, we're calling on you again. Please flip the field.
Well, I'm asking Nick to kick this thing out of bounds because of 22 punt returns in the year.
He's electric.
Number 1 and number 2 are about to receive for them.
Yeah, number 2's got a bunch of kick returns this year, James. He had 4 last week. Pearson is kicking it out of bounds on purpose.
That's a shank.
Just like the coaching staff. Well, he was aiming out. He was aiming out of bounds. He was aiming out of bounds. He might have kicked it a little further left than he wanted to, but he was aiming that way. And when the coach asks you to do that, the coach is really relying on that defense to really stick them after you asked your kicker to do that.
Well, that's almost the end of the first quarter, and we've only given them 3 points.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 58 seconds. Gulf Shores has yet to start a drive on their side of the field. Every drive for Gulf Shores has been on the Trojan side of the field. They got it on our 40 to start this one. They hand it off the right side, and they flank us again. Number 8, Jalen Sudduth, played it better that time. I give him credit. He played it better, but he still allowed number 6 to get outside of him and get 8 yards on the right side.
Colin Wilson, number 6, Gulf Shores. I mean, again, he's their speed demon.
2nd and a long 3. Quarterback takes it this time, and number 0, the captain for tonight, Zarian Mack, gets him right there, nowhere to go, maybe a half-yard gain, 3rd and 3. They're actually in go-for-it territory, guys. They got 2 plays to get 3 yards here. They won't punt it from here, and they're too far to kick. So we got to stuff them twice right here. Two wide receivers to the top of your screen. Tied in off the right, and the wide receiver way right. They hand it to number 6 right up the middle, and the Trojan defense is all over him. He did not get it, Wally. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th and 3.
Another good stop by Mack. Boy, he's on it tonight now.
Yeah, also number 5 helped him on that one, Quay Grimes. Fourth and 2.5. 4th and 2.5. Big play for the Trojans. They're already down 10-0. Handed number 6 around the right side. He gets his round. He's around it. He's got more than enough for the first down. And gosh, a mercy, guys. Just running it around the right, running it around the right, and running it around the right. I'm just sick of it. But we'll deal with it. We'll try to get it fixed.
Yeah, we're going to have to. We can't just keep letting them.
Yep. First and 10, Dolphins at the Charles Henderson 17-yard line. They already lead us 10-0. 45 seconds, first quarter, clock moving.
I think the biggest thing, and James, you need to help us on this, we got to get our sideline pumped up.
I don't know that that's the biggest thing, but it would help.
Good hair straight ahead on the keeper.
Keeper right ahead. Give him 4.
Yeah, this is another just, good gracious. We got to do a stop here and take them to a field goal, but it's going to be on the other side.
2nd and 5.5. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll want to thank Tony Salochi with the Trojans Mexican Grill in Troy, Montezuma Mexican in Andalusia, and El Cerro Mexican in Op for sponsoring this Charles Henderson replay. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, and fellas, again, I can't emphasize enough. Start of the second quarter, we got to do a stop here, at least to 3 points. James, what are you thinking if they go in here and put a touchdown on us?
We'll be down 17-0.
I'm finna say, what kind of question is that? I'm thinking it's 17-0 too. Let's hope that don't happen. They run it around the left side. He reverses his field. He's outnumbered the Trojans around the right side, and he will score. Everybody went left. Everybody. He reversed his field, and it was almost like running a reverse play, and he gets around the right side, almost untouched after he reversed his field. Well, if they make the extra point, it'll be just like you said,
yeah, 17-0.
It's just an athlete making a play. We had that shut down. Zion did a really good job on this side, and he just reversed his field.
He did.
He just out-athleted us right there.
He did. Yep. Extra point pending.
Yeah, I guess, fellas, this is where it comes gut check time.
No doubt about it. Adversity is set in here, guys. Like Wally said, gut check time, 17-0 if he makes it. He does. 11:58 left, second quarter. Trojans trail 17-0. We'll be right back. Gulf Shore 17, Charles Henderson nothing. Start of the second quarter here. We got to get something together, guys. We need somehow find a way to get on the board. Even if it's just a Nick Pearson field goal, we got to get that goose egg off the board.
Yeah, we got to have something positive.
Short kick, this is Boyd from the 6.
Give us something positive.
He's looking. Turns on the Jets. He's only able to shake one Dolphin. He's out near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they missed a face mask bigger than life.
Yeah, we saw it too, James, and we kept looking for the flag, but it never came. First down, Trojans at the 30-ish yard line. The Trojans need to get a methodical drive right here and get on the board, get that goose egg going.
Yeah, just chip away. Chip away.
Yeah.
Fellas, I say go back. What worked? What worked for our season? I think that's what we got to do right now.
1st and 10, Charles Henderson from the 30. Adams. Antonio Frazier around the left side, nowhere to go. That Dolphin defense just caved it in on that side. It's going to be a loss of 2, maybe 3. Maybe 3.5. They moved it again. Frazier's done a good job of bouncing so far in this game, but I still like him on a north and south run. Second and long again. We've been behind the chains every time we've had the ball. Adams throwing it out here on the right. He's got Jawan Boyd. There was helmet to helmet, shoulder pad to shoulder pad contact, but nobody saw anything. They let them play football.
Yeah.
3rd and 13. Third and 13, a long third down. Adams looking, they rush 5. Throws it in the flats to Noah Green, unable to come up with it. And incomplete. Trojans will be in punt formation again, just unable to get an offensive drive churning.
Yeah.
After the punt.
Gulf Shore's done a really good job of taking the run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have James.
We are a running team, and they've done a good job of shutting that down. So we got to find the adjustment for that.
Yeah. This is the third time we've done 3 and out, and I mean it's hard to win games.
It is. You got to find something that's working. Got to find something that's working. Pearson looking. James, see if he aims it out of bounds again. Off the left side this time.
Good punt.
And
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
That's out of bounds and
yeah,
much
that's
better.
right. Hey, let's spotlight the cheerleaders right here. Charles Henderson 5A cheerleaders this year.
Foul responded to 39.
Seniors, Addie Grace Adler, Elsie Claire Coppage, Taylor Hobdy, Aurora Tip, Mary Hayden West, Lauren Wilkes. Juniors, Reagan Alberson, Addison Armstrong, Abby Barron, Kendall Eaton, Gabby Gendy, Allie Lewis, Evie Kate Lindsay, Sarah Taylor. Sophomores, Lola Drinkwater, Zelly Johnson, and Riley Rose Norris, the cheerleaders for the Charles Henderson Trojans this year.
And they're heading to Disneyland, man. They had a great outing the other day.
They did. It's going to be first down Gulf Shores at their own 39-yard line. This will be their worst starting position of the night, their own 39-yard line. Charles Henderson needs to make something happen defensively, strip the football, get an interception, make a fumble, make a big sack, do something big, get the momentum going. Zion Grady grabs him in the backfield. No, I'm sorry, number 0, not Zion.
No, it's Zion.
Was
It's
it
6.
Zion? Okay.
It's Zion.
Yeah. With the tackle right in the middle. Guys, that was a weird one. Zion had him a yard loss, gave him a windmill spin, and spun him forward for a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. A little scoop and score. Get us a short field. Defense needs to make some momentum right here. Handoff off left tackle. Good penetration by that Trojan front. 2-yard gain on the play. 3rd and 5, maybe 5.5.
Yeah, our defense up front, they're getting in those gaps, and they're stopping them. It's just those dadgum to the right, to the left plays that we've seen all year. That's been a thorn, like you said.
That has been a strategy against us. Middle, outside. It kind of throws us through.
I put our front forward up against anybody. It's just when you get to the second level, that's where we got a little weakness. But we're doing all right in this drive.
3rd and long 5 here from their own 44. Timeout on the field. Gulf Shores takes timeout. Hey, we want to thank Miss Tony Solochi with the Trojans Mexican Restaurant in Troy, Montezuma Mexican Restaurant in Andalusia, El Chero Mexican in Op. Go like them all on Facebook. Thank you, Miss Tony Solochi. We'll be right back. Big 3rd down play for the Trojans right here, guys. We need to make Gulf Shores punt the football, and this would be a great play to make it happen. Stop them for no gain or stop them for a loss right here. Make Gulf Shores punt the football. 3rd and a long 5.
Do we want to have any bets on to the right or to the left on this play?
Well, if it's going to be an outside run, I bet it's to the right. $9:33 left, second quarter, 17-0 Gulf Shores. Thought they might have had too many in the backfield, but that's okay. Hey, he ran backwards. Now. He sure did. James, he caught that ball 2 yards in front of the sticks. Ran backwards 4 yards on his own in a great spot by the official.
Yeah, really good job defensively, too, to just single up and make a one-on-one tackle, not let him get away.
Yeah, in open space, one-on-one. That's difficult. I think the punt unit is coming on. 17-0 at midfield. This would be a great spot. A great spot if you wanted to fake one. Up 17-0 at midfield. Everybody in the stadium thinks they're going to punt it. I hope they do.
Yeah, they're going to do their best to try to draw us off sides.
They do snap it. He does kick it. It's a low line drive kick off the left. Jawan looking. He takes it. at about the 18. He's up past the 25 before they knock him out of bounds. Long penalty coming from 30 yards away. Let's see what this is.
That's the longest thing thrown in this game.
Yeah. You're going to call us blocking
that
the back.
that back judge has got a heck of an arm.
Can get us blocking the back. I saw the signal.
Okay. That'll nullify Jawan's 8-yard return, and that'll back us up near our own 15-yard line probably.
Probably good that he picked it up because the way it was rolling, it would have rolled all the way down here to inside the 10 probably.
Yeah, and down 17-0, sometimes you got a coach is going to tell you, hey, roll the dice right here a little bit. We need some momentum.
Well, I was going to give you a penalty update from last quarter, and I just forgot, but Gulf Shores in the first quarter was penalized 5 times for 40 yards, and Charles Henderson was penalized twice for 15.
All right.
Jawan's in the backfield.
Jawan Boyd in at running back for the Trojans. Thank you, James. I never saw it. 8:34, second quarter. High snap again. Parker gets it, but the whole play was blown up. The timing was destroyed. Again, Wally noticed it early in the first quarter that the snaps were high. And they have continued to stay high, and that's twice that it's bitten the Trojans. Let's hope that Benton Dunn can settle down just a little bit and start getting those snaps perfect so that we can mount some type of comeback.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You
hard
have
to
a high
beat.
one here, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, it's second in Orange Beach right now.
Yeah, no doubt. About second 19 probably. This is Boyd right up the middle, and he's hit after a gain of just about 4. Maybe 3. Third and long for the Trojans. How many times have I said that tonight, guys? Third and long for the Trojans.
Benton Dunn's down.
Benton Dunn down on the play. We'll take a timeout with an injury, and we'll be right back. I don't have a number 51, but number 51 will be snapping for the Trojans. Benton Dunn off the field on his own power.
That's 77 snap.
77 snap.
Sharp.
Sharp's going to snap it. Adams rolls to his left, fires it long. He's got Boyd intercepted again by Gulf Shores. And he's down the sidelines. One guy tries to knock him out of bounds. He goes for the pylon. And this will be the second pick 6 of the game for Gulf Shores. Parker Adams went to his comfort zone. Double coverage on Boyd. He's thrown it into double coverage all year, and Boyd has rescued the football, but not that time. A Gulf Shores Dolphin undercuts Boyd and out jumps Boyd in front of Boyd, and it's another pick 6 for the Gulf Shores Dolphins. 23-0 Gulf Shores, 7:28 second quarter, extra point pending. That's one of those guys where you say, don't throw it there, he's double covered. But how many times have we seen it over the years that Parker gave Boyd a chance and Boyd just comes out with the play, even in double coverage. So you can't blame Parker for giving his best receiver a shot. Timeout on the play.
No, it's a penalty.
It is a penalty. Okay.
We were offsides. They'll probably decline it, I imagine. Well, maybe they're not. They're going to go half the distance.
They do decline it. He just told the press box.
Yeah, I would think they would for an extra point.
Yep. No need to go for 2 right here, up 23-0.
But you know, fellas, I've seen worse.
Sure.
So it's not like it's the end of the world.
Still early. Middle of the second quarter. Extra points good, 24-0 Gulf Shores. Go ahead, James.
I mean, they only scored 1 offensive touchdown.
True.
I mean, all the other points are off turnovers.
That's
so
right.
Take your turnovers away, you're 7-0 right now. So,
That's
you know,
right.
That's
right.
what you got to focus on.
gotta-
You just got to try to find a run game.
Hey, you got to dig deep right here, beat this adversity, and claw your way back in this game. Again, we want to thank Miss Tony Solochi with the Trojans Mexican Grill in Troy for making this replay possible with Charles Henderson Trojan football. Also, Montezuma Mexican Restaurant in Andalusia and El Chero Mexican Restaurant in Opp. 24-0 midway through the second quarter. Gulf Shores is all over our Trojans with 2 pick 6s, another interception that set up an easy field goal. and then they scored one offensive touchdown for 24 points on our Trojans. Not out of this, guys, with what Wally was just saying. It's early in the game. We can scratch and claw, beat this adversity, and get back in this football game. I've seen them do it before.
You are right, Mr. Armstrong.
Gulf Shores kicks off, low line drive off the left side. Boyd eyeing it up, lets it go out of bounds at the 11. That'll be a false. That'll be a procedure penalty against Gulf Shores. Charles Henderson, good field position at the 35-yard line after the kick out of bounds.
And if you go Shores, you know, you might take your foot off the gas and might get complacent. And when you do that, we jump and attack. You know?
Sure.
So there's a lot of time left, a lot of game left.
A lot of football, that's right.
Sets up a pretty decent start of your series here after that illegal procedure play.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 35. How about you? Let's just put together a great drive and get that goose egg off the board right here. First things first, get the goose egg gone. Straight ahead running, this is Boyd, makes one guy miss right after the handoff. He's able to squirt forward. He's able to just squirt. I'll call it squirt forward.
We're going to go a little tempo. I like it.
2nd and 7 after 3 from Boyd.
Yeah, I like it too, James.
Again, Boyd right up the middle. Nowhere to go. Gulf Shores really stacked it up. And I tell you what, you got to give kudos to the Gulf Shores defense. They smell blood in the water. They know now that Charles Henderson's fixing to try to run the football because of all the interceptions. And they got 10 guys right in the box, guys. They got 10 guys right in the box, and they're going, we know you're going to run it. You got number 2 at running back. Zach Coleman back in on this play, though. 3rd and 7. Another bad snap off the left side, and Boyd gets on it at about the 25, but a huge loss, and the punt team will have to come on.
Just cannot catch a break tonight.
Boy, it's tough running, isn't it? Clock moving, coming down around the 6-minute mark. Trojans trail 24-0, and they'll have to punt it away.
It's kind of like we're in quicksand. Every
Yeah.
time you struggle
Good
to get out,
analogy.
the faster and harder you try, the deeper you go.
Yeah,
You got to figure out. Somebody's got to give us a limb and pull us out. Somebody.
Yes.
yep. Or either Gulf Shores just needs to hand us a big break.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Maybe go Shores will stick a branch out for us.
You know, what's that song that says it takes a spark to start a fire, and that's what we need.
Trojans really shifting the formation on this punt to try to get a free 5 yards. It's 4th and 20. Pearson gets it off down this side, and that he did exactly what the coaches asked him to do to keep it away from Mr. Royal, and Mr. Royal is livid that he didn't catch that ball inbounds. He is mad at himself. Again, folks, number 2 for Gulf Shores returned 4 kicks for touchdown last week. He is electric.
22 on the year.
I want to just pat Nick Pearson on the back right there. His coach asked him to get as much yardage as possible and still kick it out of bounds, and that's exactly
what he
did.
done.
It'll be at the 45. Gulf Shores just blessed with great field position all night. This whole game has just about been played on the Trojan side of the field, offensively and defensively. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left before the half. Gulf Shores looking to pass. The Trojans snuff out the
Yes,
screen.
sir.
They snuffed it out that time. Number 9, Brandon Givens, was all over it. Nice job, Brandon. Loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Dolphins. The bands are warming up. Stay tuned at halftime. C-Spire is going to bring you the Dolphin Band and the Blue Machine.
Tell you what, man, you talk about that spark. A scoop and score, a pick 6 on us, man.
Right, right here before the half would be awesome. Number 2, Royal takes it at the Wildcat, and he's off right guard. Give him 6, maybe 7. You can see he's electric. They put him in at Wildcat and just snap it to him. I want to thank Nate Brestead and Ava Jackson for being here tonight, putting on this show with us from C Spire Cable.
Ava's the best in the business. You know that, don't you?
She's a good one.
And Nate, who's our producer on Sports Chat, Dylan Wally, hey, C Spire's got the best employees,
sir.
man. And hey, can't leave out old Steve. He's a good dude.
Yep. 3rd and 6.5. Right short of midfield here. This will be a big stop for the Trojans. Stop the bleeding and maybe, just maybe, get on the board right as the horn sounds. This is Royal again. They just snap it to him, and he makes 3 guys miss, but he's going to be short. He's going to be about a yard short. It'll be 4th and 1. They're in a perfect go-for-it territory. The coach at Gulf Shores said, if you're not going to let my guy return kicks, I'm just going to snap it to him. He's back there again. 4th and 1. Meet him in the backfield, guys. Again, he's committed to the Louisville Cardinals. He's a 3-star athlete.
He's not all that big, but
Boy, he's quick and shifty, just like our Jawan Boyd. They get him.
I don't think he
it's
got
going to
it.
depend on the spot. It'll all depend on the spot. The Trojan sideline says they're short. We'll see where they finish spotting it. They're not quite finished spotting it yet. Big play by that Trojan front. Big play by that Trojan front.
He's short by that spot right there. He's short.
yes, sir. Come
If it's
on,
not
baby.
touching the paint on that long yard line, it's short.
It is not, unless they move it.
James, they probably going to have to call the chains in.
Let me get this right, what I
They
just
shouldn't.
saw.
I was going to say, they shouldn't. That's not even to the 50.
Yeah.
That's our ball.
That's right.
Now
1st
that's-
and 10, that's exactly what we were dialing up, right?
Yes, and that's the smart. Hey, big Benton's out there. Hey, this is where I just jaw jack this ball with the number 2 Jawan board. Give it to Parker right here. Just go to the throat right here.
Charles Henderson needs to get on the board before the half. 1st and 10, a big 4th down stop for that Trojan defense at their own 45-yard line. We will open up with Frazier in the backfield. They flip the formation. 4 receivers on the right side. No, now Noah Green goes back to the left. No play clock, guys. We're depending on the back judge and him on another bad snap. Parker Adams makes a great catch on the snap. Fires it out to Cedric Brown.
Good
He holds
catch.
on.
Yes, sir.
Number 40, Cedric Brown holds on. Big hit from that defensive back from Gulf Shores. Brown holds on.
By the way, Benton Dunn did check back in.
Yeah, I saw that.
And brace on, he's kind of hopping, but he's
Yep.
fighting through it.
That's right. 2nd and 3.5. 2nd, 3.5 again, tempo. Charles Henderson battling it. Oh, my goodness. Katie Barr, the jail break. There was aqua jerseys all in the backfield. A half a second after the snap, Frazier is down. We'll take a timeout with an injury, and we'll be right back. 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Clock moving. Antonio Frazier off the field on his own power. He looks to be okay. Coleman checks in.
We got him that time.
And Gulf
We got
Shores-
him. Big Easy.
Gulf Shores,
Offsides.
Gulf Shores is in the neutral zone on the strong clap of Parker Adams' hands, and we'll get 5 yards back. The 5 yards that Antonio Frazier lost, we got it back. 3rd and 5 now.
That's the Big Easy. Stealing some wallets right there. First
2
one of the night.
receivers at the bottom, 2 at the top. Zach Coleman off the right hip. Parker Adams barking the signals. He takes it. Blitz. They rush 5. They flush Parker out. He throws it.
Oh, yes,
Complete.
sir.
He's got Boyd at around the 40-yard line. 1st down, Trojans. 2:06. And they have him chalked out of bounds. And a 1st down. Trojans going tempo again, even though they chucked it. No, they're winding it. 2 minutes left. Under 2 minutes now. Clock will move. Same formation. Parker looking, throwing it quick in the flats. Almost another interception. right there in front of the Trojan coaching staff. He was trying to hit number 15, Cam Johnson. Boyd was the decoy streaking down the sidelines, and the defensive backs from Gulf Shores are very impressive, guys. They jump the routes. Second 10 after the incompletion. Adams looking to the sidelines. Boyd at the bottom of your screen.
Man, I'd love to see Zach Coleman right here, fellas, just bust one up the middle. 30 or 40 yards.
150. Coleman's got it, and they hit him in the backfield. Nothing cooking. All 5 Trojan linemen were downfield looking for somebody to block, and the people they were supposed to be blocking were in the backfield.
Yeah, looking at that play, and James, you probably saw it better than me. They are just gapping those holes, those defensive linemen. I mean, they just coming in there. They're not hitting them straight up. They're coming straight in. They're coming slant ways into the gap.
Again, Benton's doing the best he can, but he's really on one leg out there.
On that last play, all 5 of them just could not block their guy. 3rd and 13, loss of 5 on the play. Trojans just been snake bit this entire first half of play. They're after Parker, and they sling him down by the neck. Big sack by Gulf Shores. They only rushed 4 that time, but they beat our 6 blockers.
Take it to halftime. Don't even kick it.
We don't have a play clock, James. I guess we'll be inside it or close anyway.
Well, we're under 40 now, and he hasn't even marked it ready to play.
I got you.
Well, he doesn't have to mark it ready to play, so we may have to punt it or take a delay, one or the other.
Yeah, that's probably what Coach Hamrock's going to do, James. He's going to take the delay.
24-0. 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, he don't have to take the delay. We got 3 timeouts, so just take a time. Run it all the way down, take it. So that's what we're doing, it looks like.
The delay's already happened. The back judge has already laid the flag down.
All right. There you go.
With 13 seconds left, they'll back the Trojans up 5 yards. Maybe it's all about nothing. Pearson kicks it out of bounds. They run one play, and then we go to the locker rooms.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that's what we're going to do. Kick it out of bounds. They get on the field, and hopefully they'll just take a knee. 24-0 lead.
That'd be fine with me.
Yeah, that'd be fine with me too. Yep.
Let's call it 4th and 26. Trojans offense just not able to get going here. Now that one's a shank, James. That one did get off the side of his foot.
Looked like Wally on hole number 1 at Troy Country.
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah.
They're going to chalk it out at the.
Well, that changes things there.
That's
that
a 2-yard punt.
That changes things
It
now.
does.
I take a shot.
It does. And you know, you're asking Nick Pearson to do weird things. You're asking him to aim sideways and turn his body sideways, and he's changing his delivery. And bless his heart, he tried to do the out of bounds kick, and it just got off the side of his foot. 2-yard punt. Gulf Shores has got it. They're in victory formation, James, so maybe they're still just going to take a knee.
I hope so.
And they
of course,
do.
they get the ball.
Yeah.
About to have.
They do get the ball. They defer to the second half. 24-0 Gulf Shores. Want to thank Tony Salochi with the Trojan Mexican Grill in Troy, Montezuma Mexican in Andalusia, El Chero Mexican in Opp for sponsoring this replay. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention our yearly sponsors at least once. Wally.
Oh, yeah.
Before we go to half, we want to thank the Witherington Insurance Group, Troy Bank and Trust, Bill Jackson Auto, Mr. Colin McCreary, the Crease Agency, the Corner Restaurant, Jones Medical Supply, Half Shell Oyster Bar and Grill, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Mike Shelton, State Farm Insurance, Garrett Enterprises, Max Hughes Truck and Marco's Pizza, Preston Steakhouse, Hooks Barbecue, All-Star Collision, Bryant Smith, State Farm Insurance, Julia's, Road Mart, Hastings Shipment and Wiggins, and Deloney and Gandy Timber. Stay tuned for the halftime bands. Out of the locker rooms come the teams. Remember, Gulf Shores won the toss. They deferred their selection to the second half. They will get it first. Do the Trojans come out of the locker room with an onside kick?
That's what I was saying at halftime, Neil. I think it is.
Hey, we want to thank the Trojans Mexican Grill, in Troy, Montezuma Mexican in Andalusia, and El Charro Mexican in Op for making this Charles Henderson replay possible. 24-0, Gulf Shores wins the first half. This is the kickoff for the second half. Nick Pearson toes it up. It's a line drive kick right down the middle. Gulf Shores fields it at the 10, and they're coming right up the middle. Trojans get him at about the 26, 27, and he comes down at around the 32-yard line. Good coverage that time by the Trojans as Nick Pearson puts two hands to the side of his helmet. He knows he did not kick that one the way he wanted to.
All right, Neil and James.
This is the worst starting field position of the night for Gulf Shores.
Yeah, okay, what is our game plan now? All right, we're down 24-0. What you got, James, real quick?
Well, same thing. You just got to get a stop here, and you just have to chip away. Every possession counts.
Yeah, Neil?
Got to get points on every possession.
Yeah, we can come back and win this game. It can be done. I think Gulf Shores needs to help us just a little just to get the old momentum going towards our favor. They need to throw us one or fumble us one or kick a punt straight up in the air. We're going to need a little help to get kick-started here, but we can do this. Gulf Shores off with a little RPO action to start. He gets his first down yardage off the right side. And good start for the Dolphins as they get the ball all the way out to the 44-yard line on one play. A little run-pass option there, a little college play. You know the coaches brought that from South Alabama.
Yeah. By the name of Mark Hutsville.
Again, the Trojans trail 24-0 just out of halftime here in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Throw it again out here in the flats. A little.
Oh, my gosh, he was holding like
bubble
crazy.
screen. Give him 6 yards on the play.
I think we're going to get holding here on
Good, great.
number 5.
Bear hug, not holding a bear hug.
Flag on the play, holding against Gulf Shores. That'll nullify the 6-yard pass completion and back them up from the original line of scrimmage. 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20. Going back to the original question, how do we do this? I think we need just a little bit of help from Gulf Shores, but we've got to figure out offensively how to move the ball down the field and score points. We failed to thoroughly move the ball. We never even had a really long, sustained drive in the first half. First and 20, handoff on the left side.
Another big hole.
And he's loose. He's loose. It's a foot race. And he will win it. It'll be a touchdown from 65 yards out. And he got around the Trojan defense. And once Zion Grady missed him, he was past the linebackers and outran our defensive backs all the way to the end zone. And they extend the lead from 24-30 with an extra point pending.
Man, that hurt.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah.
James, did you see that hold? I mean, I know it wasn't called, but
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't throw it, but it looked like one to me, too.
Not many times you see holding called back to back. It's just one of those statistical things if you look at crazy football statistics. And the same official throwing his flag twice in a row for holding is just hard to come by right there, and that would have been his flag. Anyway, 65 yards, they go for a touchdown. Trojans now trail 31-0. Again, we want to thank the Trojans Mexican Grill for making this replay possible. We'll stay live right here.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, I love that Trojan Mexican Grill, man. That's
Boy,
some good
the
stuff.
service. You know what? And this is crazy. People say they like this and this about Mexican restaurants. You know what? You know why I love Trojan's Mexican Grill? The crispy chips.
They're the
I don't like thick chips. A lot of people go for those thick tortilla chips. I go for the thin and crispy, and they got it.
And their cheese sauce.
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness.
I can hear Hennigan's mouth watering right now.
Well, Hennigan's sideline, he had a fork hit his foot. That's why he ain't filming.
Yeah.
He's on injured reserve.
He got injured at Doc's Seafood.
Come on.
This is Boyd from the 10.
Take one, Boyd.
And he is rounded up right at the 20. They get him. Tensions flaring just a little on that kickoff. Everybody's okay.
Boyd on the return,
Thought-
brought down by Jermichael Garrett.
Thought we might get a little roughing right there, but they end up shaking hands. Good sportsmanship, guys. 31-0 Gulf Shores. 10 minutes and 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Charles Henderson's first offensive drive of the second half. 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Boyd just unable to get loose on that kickoff return. I was hoping for some electricity there.
James looks like his foot's hurting him.
He was hobbled a little bit in the first half. This is Coleman, nowhere to go. They hit him before he got to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 on the play.
Jermichael Garrett and Kingston Love.
I tell you, that front 4 of Gulf Shores has given us fits all night. They really play tough.
Yeah.
and let's don't mention their defensive backs, the way they undercut the passes.
Really, both teams' front fours have played really, really well today.
Sure, yeah. Clock moving, 2nd and 11. Trojans with a goose egg on the board. No points. Cameron Johnson also out of the game, shaking his left shoulder and left arm. Might have got a little pinch in there. Here's Boyd off the right side, makes 2 miss. Good move by Jawan Boyd. He's up near the 30. Give him 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close, don't you think, James?
Yeah, he is. You know, that's that bubble screen we were kind of calling for earlier in the first half. Just get the ball into his hands quick and let him make a couple guys miss.
3rd and 2 for Charles Henderson. Need to get 3, 4 first downs in a row just to get some positivity going offensively. Big 3rd down play here to keep this drive alive.
They coming.
Rush 4. Noah Green incomplete on the right side, and another big lick Noah Green takes on that far side. Incomplete, 4th and 2. 31-0, guys. Is it? When do you go for it here? They're going for it right here,
You
guys.
buy. I was about to say,
Yeah,
Neil.
4th
I mean,
and
you're
2.
to the point.
31-0. Even though you're in your own territory, it's time to start rolling the dice just a little bit. And if you make a big 4th down conversion, it can be like a shot of adrenaline. Parker Adams draw them off sides right here, guys.
Well, that'd be nice, but the play clock is working in, and it's down to 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's probably what Parker's going to do, try to
4 tight ends in the game. 2 tight ends and 2 H-backs, how you want to spill it out. They're going to give it. This is Boyd straight ahead. He makes one guy miss right in the hole. Really close. Really close. I believe he got it by a half a yard. It will be 1st down Trojans. Nice run by Jawan Boyd. He turns his hips left and right and just squeaks through. Maybe that is the shot of adrenaline this offense needs is a 4th and 2 conversion.
Yeah.
You would think on 4th and 2 you put your big back in. But Boyd's just got a knack for catching the hole and getting slithery, and that's what he did. I don't think we were ready that time, but Coleman's got it off the left side, and this is his best run of the night. He's good for 7 off the left side. Coleman's best run of the night, guys. 5, 6 yards off the left side. Looked like the offensive line got a good push on that particular play.
Good gracious.
8 of 5 on the play, brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, the clock's going to dictate that we get chunk plays.
Yep.
You know, we got to start taking some chunks. 8:25 to go.
And chunk plays may not be what's the positive thing in Parker's head right now after getting shell-shocked in that first half. Maybe he can look past it and drill them in there down the field for some chunk plays, James.
He's a player. He's a player. He knows how the game goes.
2nd and 5, tall sweeper on the right side. This is Coleman. He puts his foot in the ground, turns it up, and gets what he can. He is up near 1st down yards. Ball's out. Gulf Shores football. Zach Coleman puts it on the ground. He took a big lick, guys. A Gulf Shores player put their helmet right on the ball.
Yeah, I think it wasn't number 5. I think it was number 7. You know, Zach's just fighting for yards, doing what he can, and just a good lick knocked it out.
And again, the breaks continue to fall the Gulf Shores Dolphins' way. Again, they start their offensive possession in Trojan territory at the 38.
James, by any chance, you thought his knee was down, or was it a clean fumble?
Oh, no, it's a clean fumble. Like I say, he was still up. It was just a good play by Gulf Shores and a good play by Zach. Just it's a football play,
Yep. 3 wide receivers, 4 wide, 1 at the bottom. Here comes Gulf Shores. They hand it to number 6 around the right side, and immediately he outflanks us off the right side.
Colin Wilson straight ahead.
That right side run has just been a thorn in our side all year. Give him 6, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Dolphins.
Yeah, and you could tell that Coach Hertzman's just going to try to milk a lot of time off this clock these next 2 quarters here, Neil, as you can tell.
Clock is moving now. Under 7.5, 3rd quarter. Trojans continue to trail 31-0. They're going to run it a lot. This time the Trojan defense stands tall. Number 0, Zarian Mack with the tackle.
T. Max had a good game so far.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 4 again. Mack has played really good. Inspired in some points of the game. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Good front play that time by Charles Henderson. Nowhere to go. They're in go-for-it territory. Probably a little far for a field goal, but too close to punt. We got to hold them right here, guys. 4th and 4. Flag on the play, though. The umpire throws it late right in the middle where the center is. James, did you see any extracurricular?
It's going to be something. There was a late shove coming in the pile. I'm not sure on who, but I think on Gulf Shores.
Okay.
Head ball?
I believe so. White Hat's talking to the Gulf Shores teams. Yeah, unsportsmanlike against Gulf Shores.
Unsportsmanlike is the call against Gulf Shores. Thank you, James. I had missed that. Glad you saw it. I was trying to figure out what that flag was. That'll back them up. And it was dead ball. So that means 3rd down is gone. And they will have to play 4th. Let's call it 4th and 19, guys. And the punt unit comes on for the Dolphins. I think they would have went for it for sure.
Hey, you know what their uniforms look like? James, I'm going to speak to you on this. James got the best pool in Troy. It looks like one of those little pool flies that flies around, lands on you, and bites you. Don't they look like that, the helmet?
The eyes on a fly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the Jacksonville Jaguars, either one. Snap it over his head. Give us a break right here. They get it off. It's a high kick, and we signal for a fair catch, and we let it go. It'll be down near the 10-yard line, and another late flag. Dunn Lindsey's helmet is off.
Yeah, he
and,
got.
And I believe he continued to play football, James. Is that going to be the flag?
Might be, but he also got ran over from behind, so I'm not sure.
There is 2 flags down. Maybe one is for him continuing to run, and then one is for him getting blindsided. Another flag comes out.
Yeah, that one was.
Listen, we got to sort this one out right
Think
here.
he might have flagged the White Hat.
Yeah.
Did he throw a flag on the White Hat?
No, he took the White Hat's flag and threw it down also.
All right.
So I'll see if
I'm seeing multiples here. All these 3 are not the same, I don't think.
Hey, and I don't say this too often, but hats off to the officiating crew. They've been pretty decent tonight, I think.
I give them credit where
We
credit's
missed a few things,
Yep.
but hey, we all miss it. But we talked about it on the way down here, fellas, the movement of the game, and I think they've done a good job keeping the game moving.
If this is the old offsetter, 2 live ball fouls offset, I would make Gulf Shores punt it again, wouldn't you, James? You looking at a snap over the head or maybe a block punt or whatever. If this is offset and if you're Hambright, don't you make them punt it again?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. They're sorting it out. Let's reset it right here. 6:06 3rd quarter, 31-0. 3 penalties on a punt play. Want to thank Tony Solochi with the Trojans Mexican Grill in Troy, Montezuma Mexican Grill in Andalusia, and El Cerro Mexican Grill in Op. Thank you very much for making this replay possible. Go like them on Facebook. Great Mexican cuisine. And I tell you another thing about Trojans Mexican Grill, Wally. It don't matter how many cars are in the parking lot. You pull up there and you walk in those doors, you are seated, and you got chips and salsa almost immediately.
Almost immediately. You're right.
All right, here we go.
Personal foul against the kicking team.
Personal foul against both sides, and those penalties will offset, and they'll replay fourth down. Coach Hambright will make them punt it again, and since they offset, he really doesn't have a choice. They will replay it.
Yeah, and I'm with you, James. I think probably Lindsey, they got him for playing after his helmet came off.
That's the only thing I can think.
Yeah.
James, is that the only thing you can think too?
Stand by.
Okay. He's checking with the officials, folks. Just hold on just a second. Fourth and, I'm going to call it 19. Go
What'd you
Shores.
get, James?
I'll get you something after this play.
Okay. Fourth and 19. Snap it over his head. Give us 6 points the other way with a scoop and score.
Oh, I called it. Neil Armstrong
I called
called
it
it.
right here. Get on him, get on him, get on him, get on him. He kicks it away. Doggone it, guys.
Unbelievable.
Doggone it. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's a 15. Yeah, there we go, baby.
So they snap it over the punter's head, and we only got one guy back there to try to round him up, and we needed 4 or 5, and he ends up getting it and punts it away. Incredible athletic play by the punter for Gulf Shores to scoop that up and kick it 30 yards down the field. And Trojans scooped it up and tried to run it down the sidelines and got clocked out of bounds. It'll be 15 yards tacked on. The Trojans will be up near midfield in business. If we get this up near midfield, we're going to net about 2 or 3 yards from where they punted it from.
Man, but you called it, my buddy Neil called it over the head, and, man, that I found out at halftime, you know where he's going to kick next year?
Where?
Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the all-state kicker for this school.
Gotcha. Gotcha, man.
Talk about making lemonade out of lemons, but he did, didn't he?
He did, didn't he? Great athletic play by the Gulf Shores kicker right there. Somehow, some way, he backtracked about 15 yards. And
We also got a sideline warning.
yeah, I saw that. Boo. Okay, let's see. We're actually going to be positive 3 yards. They snapped it for the punt from the 46, and we'll take it at the 49. So we're 3 yards better than the play before. How about that, guys? And now we got the football.
Yeah, we'll just say it's a block punt. They'll have that.
First and
So
10
that's-
Trojans.
I got the answer on the penalty. It
Okay.
was a hands to the face against Gulf Shores, ripping
Okay.
Dunn Lindsey's face mask off.
Yeah.
And then Dunn continued to play.
That so we guessed correctly. Okay.
Dead ball. Ball start against the offense.
Trojans shoot themselves in the foot right out of the gate after the great field position at midfield. And they'll back them up 5. First and 15. The Trojans have just been behind the chains all night long.
First and 15 for the Trojans.
$31-0. The Trojans need to make something happen quick here. Down the field to Boyd, one-on-one. Boyd, incomplete. Incomplete. The 2 star athletes for both teams going at it one-on-one, mano-a-mano, and the ball falls incomplete. Mr. Royal versus Jawan Boyd. It was a jump ball right at about the 33-yard line, and Boyd just could not come down with it as 2 great athletes went up for the play.
James, what do we got here, buddy?
I'm not sure.
Roughing the passer?
Roughing the passer is going to be the call.
Yeah, roughing the passer, yep.
Roughing the passer is the call against Parker Adams, and that'll be 15 yards, enough for a first down. Jawan's telling the coaches, give me another shot.
No, fellas, I
He's
watched.
a little upset with himself right there.
I watched Gulf Shores last week on TV, and they had maybe 3 penalties the whole night. Man, they got like a bucket full.
First and 10. Adams juggled the ball. He's going to go down at midfield. Parker Adams sacked again. Gulf Shores rushes 6 this time. And the Trojans unable to pick up the blitz, and they get Parker Adams back at midfield. 2nd and 19, excuse me.
Ball was spotted at the 50-yard line. brings up second and 19 for the Trojans.
You got to give it to Gulf Shores. They've played a heck of a defensive game.
Yeah,
They had a great game plan coming in, and they have played really well.
it just looks like they know everything we're doing, man.
Yep, you're right.
Crazy. Man, I do. If I know if they blitzing right here, I'd do them.
They don't
A
blitz. They
screen.
only rush 4, and they throw it out in the flats. Complete to Cameron Johnson. Give him 6. It's going to be 3rd and about 12. 3rd and 12 for the Trojans.
Cameron Johnson on the reception, brought down. Fred Jackson on the tackle, brings up
4th down, Terry. We got to go for this on 4th down. So you can call a play right here to just get half of this yardage.
Yeah, you're right, Neil. Down 31-0, almost the
Yep.
end of the third
4
quarter.
minutes and 30 seconds, and the clock is moving. Adams looking. They rush 5 this time. Adams fires it across the middle. Noah Green.
Oh,
he
he-
had it for just a second. And you got again. I know I'm like beating the drum, guys. But the defensive backs from Gulf Shores are Johnny on the spot. Noah Green had the ball in his hands, and the free safety for the Dolphins got his hand in there and just stripped it out to make it incomplete. What a great defensive play. Noah Green had it.
Yeah, good pass by Parker.
Perfect.
Just right on
Great
the money.
pass from Parker. He zipped it right in there. That was beautiful, but a better play by the defensive back on the strip. Golly. Is this our fake punt right here, guys? Or is 4th and 14 just too far?
I think it's a little too far. But
4 minutes and 18 seconds, 3rd quarter. Trojans continue to trail 31-0. Timeout on the field. It'll be delay game. That'll back the Trojans up 5. Instead of 4th and 13, make it 4th and 18.
play a game against the kicking team.
I think he's planning on kicking it out of bounds anyway, so it's not going to make too much of a difference. James, see if you can catch this one.
4th and long.
I'm on it.
He may kick it out of bounds on the other side. It is the fake, guys. And number 20, Antonio Frazier, had it around the left side. He's only going to get 2 yards. We needed 18. Antonio Frazier had it around the left side.
And he's
And
down.
you know when Coach Hambright called the fake and then we got 5 yards backwards on the delay, that just hurt it even more. Over on downs, Gulf Shores will have it at their own 46-yard line.
Antonio's down on the other sideline.
Okay. We'll wait on we'll take a break. Since there's an injured player, we'll be right back.
Call to the play, Island Church. First down.
Antonio Frazier is off the field on his own power. Let's hope he's okay. He looks okay. He's winded big time. First down, Gulf Shores after the fake punt. Number 8 on the tackle for the Trojans, and then a good one. Is number 8 cramping, James?
Number 8, cramping.
Made the tackle, yeah. Jalen Sudduth.
Yeah, it looks like he's coming off a little cramp in his calf. Yep.
Gotcha. He made a good tackle on that play. He's played good tonight.
Yeah. Again, the front 4 have played well all night long.
Zach Coleman, number 4, checking in for Sudduth. Three and a half minutes left, 3rd quarter. Game getting long in the tooth. Timeout on the
Charles
field.
Henderson.
Charles Henderson takes a timeout. I want to thank Miss Tony Salochi and the Trojans Mexican Restaurant in Troy, and the Montezuma Mexican Restaurant in Andalusia, and the El Charro Mexican Restaurant in Opp for making this replay happen. Go see them at Trojans Mexican Restaurant in Troy. We'll be right back. Back to the action, 2nd and 10. 3.5 to go in the 3rd quarter after the timeout. Trojans needing some offense, and they need it quick. Gulf Shores rolls out left, fires it downfield. Boyd gets a finger on it late and knocks it away. Him and Royal, 2 versus 2. Number 2 versus number 2 has been a heck of a match all night. 2 really good athletes. One going to Louisville and one going to Troy.
Updated score in the 3rd quarter. Negative 21.
3rd and 10.
14.
Gulf Shores.
If you heard the boos, it was from an announcer saying Headland was beating
UMS right.
UMS right. Not a lot of love lost.
Down the middle, incomplete for the Dolphins. The freshman quarterback for Gulf Shores has not had a night where he had to showcase his arm, but on a couple of occasions he has really thrown some fastballs. He's got a bright future ahead of him, don't you think, guys?
Oh, heck yeah.
4th and 10 here, though. They'll punt it away. All right, if we ever needed electricity, we need it right now. I'm calling for Boyd to get loose right here and make it 31-7.
I'm calling for a snap over the head again.
Again, back to back?
Back to back.
All right, I'll take it.
If either of y'all right, we're headed to Biloxi when this.
Okay. Snap's good this time. Oh, gracious. I almost said they blocked it. Trojans were all over it right there. Number 22 for the Trojans, he had to have just barely missed it. That's Javier Amino. He had to scrape that ball with his fingertips.
Good punt from the 32 to 20, you know.
Set the scene, 31-0 Gulf Shores over our Trojans. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left, third quarter. Trojans yet to get on the board. And I'll go as far to say haven't had a drive over more than about 40 yards.
Yeah, I tell you, fellas, it's been a long time since Charles Henderson's been shut out.
Yep. Adams looks to his right and he rolls to his right. Ball's tipped up. Noah Green tips it. Gulf Shores intercepts it again. He's going for the end zone. I'm not sure if he's in. No signal. No signal, I believe. They are going to give him a touchdown, and that'll be the third pick six of the night for Gulf Shores. Gracious, guys. That ball was tipped up 3 times.
Man, that speaking of Biloxi, that's where Gulf Shores needs to go tonight because, man, they have got all the luck, buddy.
I tell you what, that ball was tipped up. Three different players tipped it up in the air.
How many times do you see it, James?
Yeah, it was just a little behind Noah. He tipped it, and Gulf Shores ended up with it. Just a bad break for Charles Henderson.
Extra points up, and it is good. 38-0. The Dolphins lead our Trojans. I want to thank Trojans Mexican Grill in Troy, Montezuma Mexican Grill in Andalusia, and El Chero Mexican in Opp. We'll be right back for the kickoff. 38-0 now. Gulf Shores over Charles Henderson. I'm running out of things to say, guys. Just hoping for a miracle at this point. Some of these seniors that are not moving on to play college football are starting to get those butterflies we talk about when it starts becoming the last time you'll ever have a helmet and shoulder pads on, and we'll just have to keep a watch on that. It might get emotional out there. I'm not giving up yet. I've seen crazier things happen. I'm just saying, it's getting late, 38-0.
Yeah, we're still in the third, so there's still 15 minutes to go in the game. Like you say, it's definitely an uphill climb, but I'm like you. I've seen crazier things happen on the football field.
First and 10, Charles Henderson at 35. It was a free kick out of bounds, 15-yard penalty. Trojans getting set on that front 5. You get it snapped, guys. There we go. This is Frazier off the left side. He's going to go down quickly. Nice tackle from that safety position. He just came shot out of a cannon from his safety position and met Frazier after a 2-yard gain, and Frazier went down quick. Good open field tackle, and Antonio is down.
Yeah.
It was a hard tackle around.
You know, he took that hit on that fake punt and kind of landed funny, and that hit was on the same hip right there. So.
Yeah. We'll take a break during the injury. We'll be right back. Back to action. Zion Grady in the game on the right side of the tight end. It looks like Jai-Wan Boyd will take the snap straight from the quarterback here. Number 2 in at Wildcat. 2nd and 8. It is Boyd, and he'll run it himself around the right side. Nowhere to go. Loss of 1. Make it 3rd and 9 now.
You know, fellas, I was looking at some stats during that commercial break there, and Gulf Shores has only been in the football business for 24 years. That's how long the school's been here. And they have been beaten up 18 of them. So you got to give your hats off to the coach that came in and has really turned this program around, as we can see. I mean, good gracious. They've been shut out a total of 28 times in their career. Shut out.
Adams looking to throw. He's got a completion to Boyd. No, they're going to say it bounced. He's already called it incomplete. It'll be
Remember, Wally,
4th and 9.
when Gulf Shores first started, they were a part of Baldwin County school systems.
Yeah.
So they didn't start doing any of this until they broke away and became our old school system and started keeping the money down here that the Meach generates for themselves.
Yeah, because I want to, James, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say when they first started, they were like a little 2A school when they broke away in 2000. And it's just built up to now they're 5A.
4th and 9. 1:43 left, 3rd quarter. Trojans will go for it. Parker Adams takes a snap. They rush 7. They bring everybody. And behind Zach Coleman and Noah Green, I'm not really sure who that was intended for. Zach Coleman got a hand on it. Noah Green got a hand on it. And it falls incomplete. Over on downs, Gulf Shores will take over at the Charles Henderson 36-yard line.
Corner downs. That's an Island Church. First down. Dolphins.
James, have you figured out what the circle is between the 20 and 30 on both sides? Is that a little circle that a dolphin jumped through, or is that a net? I'm confused. You figured that out? And report back, please.
No, I didn't know I was supposed to.
Well, I think it is one of those little hula hoops.
That'd be my guess, is the hoops that the Dolphins jump through. 1st and 10, Gulf Shores. They hand it off the right side. And they run him out of bounds near the 30. Gain of about 4. Clock has barely moved any the last 10 or 15 minutes of real time, which has helped the Trojans. I mean, we're going to need all the clock we can get.
New quarterback in for Gulf Shores.
Handoff off left side. He's pushing the pile, trying to get his first down. I think he's going to be really, really close, about a half a yard short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah, Gulf Shores got some fresh pants, some fresh, clean pants in the game. Of the two mascots down here, I think I like the Makos better. A shark just scares you more than a dolphin, right?
It does.
Trojans bring 6. They bring a lot of pressure. One-on-one out there, almost intercepted by number 3, Terrence Thomas. He was on an island by himself out there. The Trojans brought the heat that time. They brought 7, so the defensive backs were on their own, and Terrence Thomas, one-on-one, almost got up and got the interception. Nice defense, number 3. 4th and 1 is the call. Hand it off on the right side. He's got his first down and more. This is Mr. Royal, number 2, their big Their fast, speedy, athletic guy. Again, he's committed to Louisville.
Ball spotted down at the 11-yard line. That's an Island Church first down. No good.
Well, no matter what, if Gulf Shores is victorious tonight, they're going to either have to travel to Headland, Alabama, or they're going to have to go meet their nemesis, UMS Wright. But right now, Headland is still beating UMS Wright, so they're going to have to travel up to Wiregrass next week if they do win.
Left side handoff. This is Royal again. Not as much this time. Good defense by the Trojans. Gain of 3.
That's the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third, guys. Trojans trail 38-0 after 3 complete. The Trojans need a huge fourth quarter to get back in this. I want to thank Tony Solochi with her Trojans Mexican Grill, the Montezuma Mexican Grill in Andalusia, and the El Chero Mexican Restaurant in Op. Thank you, Trojans Mexican Grill in Troy, for sponsoring this Charles Henderson replay on C Spire. We'll be right back. 2nd and 6 from the 7-yard line. They can get a first down just inside the 1. First play of the fourth quarter. The Trojans need a huge fourth quarter to come back here down 38-0. Quarterback keeper, this is Royal, and he goes nowhere.
Ronnie Royal, no gain on the play. Brings up third down.
James, as you were saying during commercial break, you said that he is going to North Carolina State, correct?
Yes, Royals committed to North Carolina State.
Okay, thank you for correcting that. Me and
Fine.
then Neil and I
Well,
were
let
both
me,
wrong.
Coach Jamie Dubose at dinner told me he was committed to Louisville. So I stand corrected. Quarterback around the right side. He's looking to throw it in the end zone. He throws it in the flats. Almost picked off by the Trojans. Incomplete. Great coverage. Jawan Boyd, number 2, stepping in front.
Oh, yeah.
Ball's incomplete.
Oh, well, the internet could be wrong too now. Don't believe everything you always see. That's what it does say. So
James, I always believe everything I see on the internet. What are you talking about?
He's going somewhere. We just don't know where. They line up for a 16-yard field goal. False start the call against Gulf Shores. That'll back it up 5. And actually, guys, with the angle that time, 5 yards backwards will help the kicker on this angle. 11 minutes and 13 seconds left in the game. Gulf Shores trying to add to a 38-0 lead here with a 29-yard field goal. It's good. Make it 41-0. Gulf Shores over Charles Henderson. We'll be right back. 41-0 now. Gulf Shores over Charles Henderson. Second round 5A playoff action down here in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Gulf Shores actually doesn't play their home games at their campus. They play at the city recreation facility, which is 3 or 4 miles away at the city recreation facility. But a nice atmosphere here for high school football. Boyd with the return out past the 30, give him the 32-33.
kind of hard to have a football stadium when your high school is sandwiched between the water park and the snow cone joint.
Yeah, I guess so.
James, I'm glad I didn't go to high school down here, and I'd be surfing every day. I'd be a surf rat.
What are they selling at that food truck over there, James? What does that look like?
Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out. I tell you, how hard would it be to be a truancy officer down here?
I
Good
I
Lord.
know it.
I bet there's a lot of truancies officers down here. To be honest with you.
Little beach bums. 1st and 10 Trojans. Adams throws it out to the right. Boyd juggles it and he falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Trojans continue just to struggle to get momentum.
Is the Cactus Cantina.
Oh, they're selling burritos, James. I love a food truck. I don't know what it is about it. It's probably not even clean, but I just love a food truck. 2nd and 10 Trojans. Bunch formation way down here at the bottom of your screen. Noah Green leading the pack out front. This time, Jawan Boyd is just clobbered out there as the ball flies way over his head. 3rd and 10.
Third and 10 for the Trojans.
10 minutes, 47 seconds left. 3rd and 10 Trojans.
Yeah, and I don't see their number 2 out there. So,
Zach Coleman straight ahead. Not much action. No gain on the play. 4th and 10. Well, give him one. Give him one. 4th and 9.
you know, man, I'm going to tell you, I was really wrong after watching them play last week. And I said this to our group, that I figured we would have our way with their defensive line. They just did not impress me in the game last week. And, man, I was just totally wrong. They've been really strong tonight.
Trojans will line up punt formation. Coming up on 10 minutes, clock moving. Trojans continue to trail 41-0 here in Gulf Shores, Alabama. 2nd round 5A playoff action.
We're going to end up taking our 3rd delay game on a punt.
Looks that way. The back judge is way over here, James, and he has not seen the clock. They gave him a reset. Nick Pearson gets it away and again kicks it out of bounds. Nick Pearson is coached up tonight, guys. Coach Hambright said, do not kick it to number 2, and Nick Pearson has done a wonderful job. He missed one, guys. He missed one. But he has done a wonderful job not allowing Gulf Shores to return the punts. Gulf Shores will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in the contest. Some of these Trojans, guys, will never put on a helmet and shoulder pads again, and you know they're starting to think about it, and those butterflies are starting to churn in those stomachs a little bit.
I remember that with us, Neil.
I do too. I remember it like it was yesterday. You play football from the age of 5 or 6, and all of a sudden at age 18, it's over. Big tackle, Zion Grady in the backfield. Nice play.
You know, think about it, man. You know, you look at next year, you know Zion's coming back.
You got a lot of talent coming back. Loss of 4 on the play, 2nd and 14. Handoff off this right side. Puts his foot in the ground and gets north and south, and he's speedy. Jawan Boyd with a big tackle right at the first down stake, but it'll be enough by about a half a yard. Gulf Shores moves the chains.
Ball out just shy. 47-yard line. Was over the run.
That was a hard tackle by Jawan Boyd. When he decided to stick it in there, I mean, he flat nailed him.
Speaking of Jawan, James, and Neil, what position you think he'll play at Troy? If you were guessing.
A slot?
Yeah, I'd go with a slot type position, yeah.
Kind of that Wes Welker type player that the Patriots used to have. Handoff right up the middle. Trojans get him fairly quickly. Gain of 3 up near midfield.
I said it before, he reminds me so much of Percy Harvin.
Yeah.
Well, he will definitely go down as one of the best wide receivers Charles Henderson's ever had,
guys,
with John Johnson. And
I tell you what, I want to say how lucky I feel to have called his football games these last 3 or 4 years. I have been just blessed. It has been really fun to call,
Oh, yeah.
call John One Boyd's games. Number 9 runs him down from the backside.
And speaking of,
Brandon Gibbons chases him down from the backside, 3rd and 5.
and other players, it's been fun to call Parker Adams. man.
Absolutely.
Just incredible. He's going to leave Charles Henderson being the second all-time passing leader behind his first cousin, Austin Ingram. You know, just great player. Benton, Sharp, all those kids, man. We've had some good players, man.
Coming up on 7 minutes, clock moving. The difficultness of the loss is probably starting to set in on the Trojan sidelines. Gulf Shores moves the chains.
Woo, that was a hit.
Number 45 for the Trojans on the stop. Jabari Seymour, one of the captains for tonight's game, with a big play there.
You know, you guys were talking about some of these players. Just think about these seniors, what they started with and where they came from and where they're at now. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's been
What a
quite
journey.
a turnaround in,
Yep.
in their 3 years, you know, from sophomores up. From, you know, it was pretty rough back then, and they've really set the standard and turned this program around.
I absolutely agree, James. Great point. Under 6 minutes now. Clock moving. Gulf Shores being very deliberate, milking the entire play clock. They'll take time out here. I want to thank Miss Tony Solochi and the Trojans Mexican Grill in Troy for sponsoring tonight's game, along with Montezuma Mexican in Andalusia and El Charo Mexican in Ock. We'll be right back. Gulf Shores with some fresh players in the game. Coach took time out to make some substitutions. 2nd and 12. Looking to pass off the right side. In and out of the receiver's hands. Number 9 for Gulf Shores. 3rd and 12.
Yeah, and they got all the new players in there, and
We got a couple, 22, 16, they've checked in. I think they played a couple of times, but not as much as this stretch.
Right. Number 11's in for the Trojans as well. Third and 12 here for Gulf Shores. 5.5 left in the contest. 41-0 Gulf Shores. Quarterback keeper around the right side. Yeah, they went to stay home. Mr. Zarian Mack, number 0 for the Trojans. Stayed home and run the quarterback out of bounds. 4th and 12. Punt unit comes on for Gulf Shores.
Max a senior, isn't he, fellas? He's a junior. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, you talk about good players coming back. You got him on one side and Zion Grady on the other side.
Yeah, some really good talent on that junior squad, junior class. Boyd takes it at the 18, makes one guy miss. Not the second, though. He's down at around the 16-yard line. Excuse me, 14. Trojans will take it there, 1st and 10. They continue to trail 41-0. Guys, any possibility we get that goose egg off the board? Come on. Somebody break one down the sidelines.
I'd love to see it.
cheerleaders are still smiling and cheering.
And the band, the Blue Machine.
Bands are playing. Good crowd here tonight. The Troy faithful showed up in Gulf Shores. Reverse to Boyd. Zach Coleman trying to give him a sustained block over there. He gets it forward for 3-4 yards. Not the explosive play that they thought it might be, but he did get 3 or 4 positive yards. Boyd still gimpy getting up.
Looks like he's got some grass in his face. He's trying to get it out.
Yeah. Clock moving, coming up on 4 minutes to play. Latavius Lee in the game, number 7. Ball sweep around the left side. This is Coleman, number 4. Good for 2, maybe 3 more. Guys, besides Dunn Lindsay's helmet getting ripped off, and then the very, very early late hit right in front of the Trojan bench, it's a pretty clean sportsmanship game.
Oh, it has. It has. And Neil just kind of, and James give you a penalty box update. We were only flagged tonight 6 times. I mean.
Yep. Parker Adams off the right side, incomplete. And a flag comes in. It's going to be pass interference against Gulf Shores.
That back jug has got a cannon.
That's how I used to throw him.
James, do you reckon he's got a golf ball in that flag?
Dude,
instead of birdseed?
James, that's how I used to throw him. Tell him, Neil.
I don't know what. If there's a church league softball team around needing a center fielder, he's your guy.
He's your guy. He's got a cannon. He can throw it. Pass interference against Gulf Shores. That'll give Trojans a first down. 3:10 left in the ballgame.
Wally, the only thing you throw that good is a temper.
Oh, be quiet, man. Well, they've been flagged 12 times for 120 yards.
Gotcha. Zach Coleman in motion across the formation. Adams looking. Whistles on this side. False start against the Trojans. He's talking to Noah Green, but it may have been, he's talking to Cedric Brown.
Yeah, it's 40. Yep, 40 got a little head start.
That'll back them up 5, 1st and 15. Want to wish good luck to Gulf Shores from here on out. Hey, they came in here with a good game plan and they executed it and really, really wreaked havoc on the Trojans' passing game here tonight.
Yeah, but I'm still pulling from a region. We still have Headland and Eufaula in it. So
I didn't tell them who I was pulling for. I just wished them good
Oh,
luck.
that's another one. Good.
Look at that.
Look at that. Boom. That was 40
Son.
yards.
He's got a cannon. Oh, he's got a golf ball in that flag. That ain't normal birdseed penalty flag there. I'm telling y'all boys. 2:55 left in the contest. Pass interference against Gulf Shores again. This ought to be an automatic first down as the Trojans were flagged 5 yards on first down, and that was 1st and 15, so this ought to be by default a first down. And it will be. The Trojans will have it at about the 43-yard line. First down. Still calling to get that goose egg off the board. Let's get one of our guys down the sidelines and scamper in that end zone. Parker Adams looking, throws it over here on the sidelines. You got Latavius Lee, but Latavius Lee unable to hang on as he goes out of bounds. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
And I tell you, I hadn't mentioned this all night, but we've had the dropsies on a lot of the passes. Neil?
I don't know, Wally. I'm not with you on that.
They've made good plays.
Gulf Shores has been stripping balls and laying hits on perfect, timely manner. And
I agree with that. I think that's really the first
I'm
drop.
with James. That may be the first drop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember Noah Green had one, and
He got it. He got his body jarred. That's what I'm saying. A defensive back jarred it loose. I wouldn't call that a drop. But there's been plenty of balls hit the ground. I know where you're going with it, but when you say a drop, that's just 100% on the receiver, and there hasn't been a lot of that tonight.
First down, Trojans.
First down Trojans, though, completion over the middle. 2.5 minutes left in the contest, clock moving. Adams looking, they bring pressure, they bring 6. He fires it to Lee in the flats, and he makes the first down catch. Jatavius Lee, number 7, the senior, with a catch and a first down. Wally, we want to reel off our yearly sponsors one more time this year. We want to thank all these people for hanging their hat with Charles Henderson football and replay all year with Neil and Wally and James. We appreciate all these businesses for making all the television possible all year long. The Witherington Insurance Group, Troy Bank and Trust, Bill Jackson Auto, Mr. Colin McCrary, the Crease Agency, the Corner Restaurant, Jones Medical Supply, the Half Shell Oyster Bar and Grill, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Mike Shelton State Farm Insurance, Garrett Enterprises, Max Hughes Trucking, Marco's Pizza, Preston Steakhouse, Hook's Barbecue, All-Star Collision, Bryant Smith State Farm Insurance, Julia's Restaurant, Road Mart, Hastings Shipment and Wiggins, and Deloney and Gandy Timber. And special thanks tonight to Tony Solochi and the Trojans Mexican Restaurant in Troy, the Montezuma Mexican Restaurant in Andalusia. Long pass off the right side and falls incomplete again. No interference this time called. And the El Chero Mexican Restaurant in Op. Thank you, all these sponsors, especially Tony Solochi with the Trojans Mexican Grill in Troy for paying the Alabama High School Athletic Association fees for this replay. Thank you, sponsors. As the year comes to a close here on Charles Henderson football.
Yeah, and again, Neil and James and Nate, Hennigan, and all. I mean, man, I have fun calling. We have a great time.
No doubt.
We got a good following, and, man, it's just a lot of fun.
Yep. Nick Pearson getting his leg warmed up as he thinks Coach Hambright might use him to try to get the goose egg off the board. Parker Adams, Houdini. And that'll be incomplete. Arm moving forward. And Parker Adams thinking maybe one more Trojan field goal attempt in his career, maybe a long one. Here comes Parker, and it'll be 4th down. Pearson's looking, and it's just outside his range, guys. Doggone it. Pearson's ready, but it's just outside his range.
I'd let him go one more time.
Would you? I mean, this would be, let's see, 30. Well, they're going to let him. They're going to let him. He talked them into it. The senior, Nick Pearson, has been golden for the Trojans for the last couple of years. He talked Hambright into one more shot here.
Better hurry.
They may have to take a timeout. We'll see. They will. They need to take a timeout here. Come on, Coach. Pearson, and it's blocked. It is blocked. They needed to take a timeout right there, and they didn't. And Nick's last kick as a Trojan will be blocked, and 41-0. Gulf Shores will salt this one away, as they will probably just take a knee.
Yeah, I mean, you put all the formulas together, and, man, we just didn't have nothing to add up.
That would have been a 52-yard field goal by Nick Pearson. I would have loved to have seen the Trojan coaching staff take a timeout and give that senior one last chance at a long, long field goal. But who am I?
Yeah.
They're ready to get on the bus and get this over with. I understand that too. 108. They'll just run it right up the middle. Nothing happening. Trojan defense standing strong. One more play ought to do it, guys. One more play ought to do it.
Well, again, I want to thank C Spire and their crew coming down. C Spire is one of the best in the nation, and they've been so good to our community.
Yep.
And, thank you from the heart.
Yep. Last play of the game. This is Gulf Shores, and a big tackle coming from the other side. This is number 0. That'll do it here tonight. Gulf Shores takes care of the Charles Henderson Trojans 41-0. The Trojans never got out of their own way. Pick sixes, turnovers, interceptions, and just never got on track offensively all the way through the fourth quarter. Just could not get it going here tonight in Gulf Shores.
Yeah.
And Gulf Shores wins 41-0. The Trojans end the season 10-4.
10-4.
10-4 on the season. Another good year under Coach Hambright. And looking forward to next year. A lot of talent coming back, folks. Wally,
yeah.
Wally and James, parting shots.
Go ahead, James.
Well, congratulations to these guys. I know it's not the way they want to end the season, but it was a good one. And proud of these seniors and looking forward to the future. Appreciate it.
Thank you for this season, James, helping us out on the sidelines. Wally, parting shots.
Man, again, it's been a great year. Hey, when you make it to the second round or farther, it's a good season. I mean, it's a real good season. It didn't turn out the way we wanted it tonight, but hey, it's going to be a great one next year, so I'm looking forward.
I want to thank Nate Braystead, Steve Kemp, Ava Jackson, the C Spire staff, and David Hennigan for filming all year. I'm Neil Armstrong. He's Wally Lowry. James Sparrow roaming the sidelines as we've conquered another year of Charles Henderson Trojans football. Hope you enjoyed listening to us all year. Over and out, go Trojans.